My name is FRANCESFOX, and I am a trained psychic spy, trained in remote viewing, and I use those skills to bring you extra information from the other dimensions. This is our daily, in which we bring you news and also healings. And if you would take your consciousness to your crown chakra right here, it's not only full of red, which is the fire element, it is already getting a texture that's like gelatin. The fire, the elements, and in the other dimensions, everything is like particles, and then they form shapes depending upon intentions, because intention creates reality. But once they start to congeal and get a like liquid consistency and like a gelatin consistency, it means you're getting sick. So having to do with crown chakra, which is connection to God, connection to spiritual, connection to other planets that you might be from, that part is getting sick. So just take your breath and your consciousness right here, breathe into it. The Om mantra all day long will reverse this. The mantra, even though I hate and my heart is broken, will repair this. So go ahead and take your breath there and repeat the mantra in silence. Even though I hate and my heart is broken, I love and accept myself. I do see movement there. We are in the end of end times. We are in the apocalypse, which is Revelations, and that's causing a lot of chaos. We are starting right at the edge of starting a new cycle. The old cycle's collapsing. The other dimensions are total chaos. We have 2 volcanoes erupting at the same time in Hawaii. That does not happen. We have the sun. Science is telling us from yesterday that today, tomorrow, we may receive a solar storm that could take out all the grids, all the computers, and basically destroy our society, because we can't operate for 5 minutes without a computer, without looking up something on Google, without checking our bank account on our device. So the extra fire is going to take us down one way or another. And right now, it's taking you down in terms of your faith. It is burning out your faith. We create with our intention. The images that we have contribute and start the whole creation process. But if we don't have the faith, we don't have the vitality for creation. All we do is react to what's happening around us. So regardless of all the distressors, and there are so many on the physical dimension, it is wild in the other dimensions. It's complete chaos. The spirits of our loved ones who died that did not go to the light because they were not given the proper ceremonies, I'm going to say it again, they are so distressed because they live there full time. They're not distracted by the physical dimension. This animal kingdom, you must have heard about it. They're running around in circles. The sheep in China, three peacocks running around one tree trunk. They look like they were crazy. Ants are in circles, and they keep going and they keep going and they keep going. Fish going in circles, and I'm not talking fish, what we've seen traditionally that is not seen very often, just circling in little ponds, circling endlessly. Worms are circling. They're telling us something. When there's going to be a volcanic eruption, they leave the mountain 3 days before. What are they saying with all the circling? We have a thought that perhaps it has to do with the solar caps. Polar caps. Reversing directions. The North Pole is already moving towards Siberia. The magnetic North Pole that's in the other dimensions, astral dimensions, is moving to Siberia. There's a lot going on, but you still create your own reality. That doesn't knock that out. It just makes it harder to stay focused on your intention. So continue here, breathing into exactly this point, which is crown chakra, which is 1,000 lotus petals. It's this size, and it's limping because of the actual reality that we have created as a group on planet Earth. But don't let that stop you from thinking you can't create for yourself something different, because for the first time in human history, we are able to create reality individually rather than being part of a bigger consensus. So that's good. But you need to protect your instrument of creation, which is your mind. You need to protect it from bad images, from bad thoughts, from conversations that take you down. And you need to keep going back to what are your intentions. And if you don't know what your intentions are, then you know what? Your creations are going to be other people's makings. What are your intentions in your finances? What are your intentions in terms of your family? What are your intentions in terms of relationships with other people? All of that, you need to be clear on it. You don't need to know every detail. You can just say, I want to be happy with my family. What's that going to look like? Well, we're kind of a mess now. Don't go into it's kind of a mess now. Your intention is to be happy with your family. That's it. Keep holding on to it, regardless of what it is that happens amongst them or with you, or that doesn't happen. You just keep going back there and you will create it. Don't mess yourself up with images. Don't mess yourself up with internet news that takes you down. Do not mess yourself up with continuous complaining about what it is that's negative. You're correct, but you're destroying your ability to create. Why would you do that? Why would you destroy your ability to create more money? Because you're worried about the fact that you don't have enough or you're spending it all? Don't worry about it. Just continue going back to an intention mantra to create more money. In other words, don't recycle the negative because that becomes part of your creation, of your creativity. Yes, if you feel like everything is out of control, it absolutely is. But we were told it was going to be like this. Did you think that they were going to skip you and your block? The trick is to hold, go back to center, go back in terms of the tree of life, which is symbolic of the instrument for creation for humans. Go back to center and breathe, and it doesn't matter. Why do you keep looking at that? That's making you crazy. Don't. Two volcanoes erupting in Hawaii, solar storms that could take us all down, that and 1,000 other things. But don't dwell on that. Dwell on what it is that you want. I'm Frances Fox. And keep breathing into the crown chakra. Keep doing the Om all day long so that that can open up and you can channel an energy that is available for you. I'm Frances Fox, and hopefully your favorite psychic spy. Bye.